Fancy some phenomenal cosmic power, or at least your own food truck? It's time for the best new and upcoming simulation games. One of the many lovely things about simulation games, other than following satisfying lists of instructions so we can unlock, well, more satisfying lists of instructions, is the fact that they come in so many different shapes and sizes. We have realistic simulations where we can learn the intricacies of beer manufacturing, or food truck management, or management games that let us take over the running of a cartoon campus or even a B&B in the woods with a bear. Whatever you're looking for, and no, you won't want to miss the 2-point receptionist on your Aurora headset. Here are the most exciting new and upcoming simulation games on PC. If you've rinsed every 2-point hospital DLC, cured every possible pun disease, and reached 3 stars in all available medical facilities, your need for a new management game probably requires Sirens. Don't panic, 2-Point Campus is just the university simulation you need. And the good news is that you've already learned plenty of transferable skills. Instead of wards and clinics, this time round there are lecture theatres to build and dormitories to design, all as part of your mission to make sure that these students officially have the time of their lives. And remember how you didn't really care if your patients made it out the door? Well, in 2-Point Campus, if you want to make any money, you'll have to make sure students aren't just getting good grades, but having fun too. Oh, and they'll want nice university grounds too, that are now fully customizable. We definitely weren't this demanding in our day.
Left, right, left.
It's typical, isn't it? You wait months for a good management sim, and then 2 come along at once. Bear and Breakfast is the second game on this list that you won't have to be even slightly patient for. And that can only be a good thing because just look at it. Here we hit the ground running in the role of the titular Ursine Hank, who has made it his mission to run a B&B in the forest. This is a chilled management game where you can appreciate the bold hand-drawn stylings at the same time as designing rooms for your tourists to keep them comfortable and suitably entertained for the duration of their stay. There are quests to unlock more items and furniture, and even some mysterious missions that take us deeper into the woods where all might not be as it seems. Okay, we officially can't resist this one. Disney Dreamlight Valley is basically Animal Crossing meets the happiest place on Earth, and we're far too excited by the potential of this life sim. But it's not immediately a happily ever after situation. All is not well in the House of Mouse. Despite the lovely name, Dreamlight Valley has fallen prey to a curse known as the Forgetting, which, as you might expect, means everyone's happy memories are gone. Of course, we have to jump in and save the day, but only at the same time as fishing, crafting, growing crops, and even cooking with Ratatouille's Remy. We'd normally not dare to dream, but early previews have been exceptionally promising, and we get to befriend a slew of iconic Disney characters. The game is out initially in early access. You don't want to be one of those poor, unfortunate souls who misses out on this one. But what if you want the kind of simulation game where you can really get your hands dirty, or at least covered in burger sauce? Then you better get your napkins ready for Food Truck Simulator, which is on the way in September this year. And the clue is in the name, but this isn't just a case of cooking and serving. That would be Cook Serve Delicious. Here we need to get behind the wheel, choose recipes, and we'll even need to keep the outside of the van clean too. There's a full living city waiting for our deep-fried delicacies, and we'll have to choose locations to pitch up and learn where the best stops are at specific times of day. This is from the same development team as the unpredictably compelling gas station simulator, so we're expecting truly great and tasty things from this one. Just remember to eat before you play, or you might end up trying to find a real truck. Thanks to the early days of the Roller Coaster Tycoon series, theme park sims hold a very special place in our hearts. This means that at Logitech G, we're always excited to see a new one crank into view, especially when we're told that we don't need to worry about the boring things, you know, like gravity, Park Beyond comes from Tropico 6 devs Limbic Entertainment. And once again, we're going to construct the ultimate theme park of our dreams, but with a twist. Both the story campaign and sandbox mode let us add what's known as impossification modules. These are basically elements that we can slot into our parks to elicit even more screams than regular rides. And if theme park analytics are more your thing, yes, we know you're out there. Park Beyond promises in-depth insights into guest behavior and lets us tweak endless settings for peak park performance. Some games sit in the middle of a multitude of Venn diagram circles, and The Wandering Village is very much one of those. It's a survival game, a management game, and a city simulation, all wrapped up in one and then carefully balanced on the back of a lumbering creature making its way across a deadly landscape. You can almost fool yourself into thinking it's a standard resource management game, until things start lurching around and you suddenly worry that you're entering into a biome that might not support growth to feed your increasing population. This creature, Onbu, even occasionally needs to sleep. So you'll always want to check its health as well as that of your survivors. The Wandering Village will be releasing in early access first, meaning you can get on board just as it sets off and enjoy the updates to come along the way. And finally, our Steam libraries are already packed with simulators that we just didn't think we'd ever need in our lives. Power wash simulator, lawn mowing simulator, PC building simulator, and now here's Brewmaster beer brewing simulator, proving that there are still more painstakingly time-consuming tasks that we're suddenly completely obsessed with performing in pixelated form. Unsurprisingly, we're suddenly dropped into our own brewery and tasked with crafting the ultimate indie IPAs and all kinds of other beers and stouts. Once we've learned optimum brewing and fermenting techniques, we can enter beer festivals with our customized ales, fulfill specific job requests, and of course unlock more equipment so we can do it all over again in even more advanced ways. And what's a fancy IPA without a bottle or can that looks like it should belong in an art gallery? Yes, we can name and customize every beer that leaves the brewery. Hop to it. Anyone? No? Fair enough. So that's some of the most exciting new and upcoming simulation games of all different flavors. Let us know what you're most looking forward to in the comments below, drop us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Logitech G for more features and previews just like this one. If you already do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know exactly when our next video arrives on the channel.